Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's dive into this. Today, we are unpacking the absolute foundational layer of our future economy. And yes, I'm talking about artificial intelligence. Whether you realize it or not, you are already interacting with AI every single day. I mean, from those personalized recommendations that literally seem to read your mind on Netflix, right? To the incredibly human-sounding conversations you can have with ChatGPT. AI is this sort of invisible engine powering our digital lives. So let's demystify the technology that's defining the next massive era of human progress.
Now, AI can definitely seem a bit intimidating at first glance, but don't worry, this roadmap is going to break it down logically, step by step, so anyone can get a solid grip on it. We're looking at what AI is, a brief history, how it actually works, AI in the real world, and finally, the future of AI.
Section 1. What is artificial intelligence? It really comes down to contrasting our own human intelligence with the artificial kind.
At its core, AI is just machines designed to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. Think about our innate ability to learn, to reason, to solve problems. AI is simply the effort to replicate those cognitive functions in a computer. Instead of a human using their brain to recognize a voice or, say, steer a car, we are programming machines to do it. Think about why that is such a massive leap. We are literally teaching sand and silicon to think. And this is the exact engine behind the everyday tools you use. When you ask Siri or Alexa to set a timer, when YouTube recommends the perfect video, or when self-driving cars navigate those crazy complex city streets.
But here is an important caveat. Not all AI is created equal. We generally break it down into three types: narrow AI, general AI, and super AI. The really crucial point here is that absolutely all of the AI technology existing in the world today, ChatGPT, self-driving cars, smart assistants, the whole shebang, is narrow AI. It's highly specialized to do just one specific task exceptionally well. General AI, which would have human-level intelligence across the board, and super AI, which would completely surpass us, well, those are still strictly theoretical. For now, they belong in science fiction, your HAL 9000s or Skynet.
Moving to Section 2, a brief history of AI. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that it shows us AI isn't just some sudden magic trick that appeared out of thin air last year. The roots go way back. The official birth of AI was actually at a summer conference at Dartmouth College in 1956. That's when scientists formally established it as an academic field. But man, the journey was not a smooth ride. For decades, the field went through these dramatic boom and bust cycles called AI winners. Basically, funding completely dried up and progress just totally stalled because the tech couldn't live up to the massive early hype. It's a fascinating story of scientific perseverance. Then, over recent years, thanks to a gigantic explosion in computing power and data, we saw the incredible rise of machine learning and deep learning. And that foundational work, that paved the exact path for our present moment, the generative AI revolution.
Section 3. How does AI actually work? Let's move to and see how this builds so we can finally peek under the hood.
So we know what it is and where it came from, but what is actually going on behind the scenes? Let's treat this like a mini mystery for a computer to solve. Imagine you want to teach a system to identify cats and dogs in photographs. Step 1. Data input. You feed the system thousands upon thousands of images all labeled cat or dog. Step 2 involves the algorithms. Think of these as the mathematical recipes the computer uses to process all that data. Then, Step 3, training and learning. This is where the magic happens. The algorithm analyzes those images and suddenly hits an aha moment, slowly figuring out on its own without a human explicitly coding it that, hey, dogs have different snout shapes or ear types compared to cats. Finally, Step 4, prediction and decision-making. You hand the AI a brand new, never-before-seen picture, and based on what it learned, it confidently predicts exactly what it's looking at. As you dig into this space, you're constantly going to hear three terms thrown around: artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. Honestly, the easiest way to think about them is like Russian nesting dolls. Artificial intelligence is the broadest concept, the biggest doll on the outside. Pop that open, and inside you find machine learning, a specific approach where machines learn from data. Pop that one open, and you find deep learning. That's an even more highly specific subset using complex neural networks, largely inspired by the human brain, to handle super intricate tasks.
Section 4. AI in the real world. Let's see how all this underlying tech is actively being applied across different industries right now.
Think about a typical day in your life right now. You wake up to a personalized AI-curated newsfeed. You grab your morning coffee, and an AI fraud checker at your bank instantly verifies the transaction. The coffee beans?
probably tracked by AI supply chains and grown with AI-driven agriculture tools. If you need medical attention, AI is quietly assisting doctors in analyzing scans with pinpoint accuracy. From streamlining massive manufacturing lines to beefing up cybersecurity, to generative AI helping creators write, the technology is woven so deeply and seamlessly into the very fabric of our modern world. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate tightrope walk of our generation. On one hand, the advantages are massive. We unlock incredible automation, absolute 24/7 availability, and wildly faster decision-making that boosts our productivity through the roof. But on the other hand, the disadvantages and ethical issues are incredibly real. Think about job displacement as human tasks get automated. Think about the high development costs, privacy concerns in a data-driven world, and the very complicated challenge of ensuring these algorithms don't just amplify historical biases. It's a complex conversation we're all having in real time, and honestly, there are no simple answers yet.
Section 5. The Future of AI. Despite those challenges, AI is creating incredible new opportunities that we simply must adapt to.
Looking ahead, we are absolutely going to see an explosion of brand new careers and roles, jobs that literally do not exist today. Advanced AI assistants are going to become incredibly capable partners in our daily lives, and entire paradigms of business and healthcare will totally transform. Because of this, continuous learning about AI concepts is no longer just some niche hobby for tech geeks, right? It's vitally important for everyone. If you take away just one thing today, let it be this. AI won't necessarily replace humans. Rather, humans using AI will replace humans who don't.
So, to wrap this explainer up, we've gone from the very basic definition of artificial intelligence through its crazy boom and bust history, straight down into how those neural networks actually learn from data, and out into the real-world applications and future implications. It's a lot to take in. But if you enjoyed this, stay tuned, because in our next deep dive, we're going to peel back the layers of machine learning even further. Until then, knowing what you know now about how crazy fast this space is evolving, are you ready to stop just consuming AI and start building real AI projects from scratch?